All right, this is a twofold video. One, I'm going to talk about shop organization and workflow and how to fine tune it. The reason is Big D has been building his shop for a couple of years, and now we're going to start tweaking and fine tuning his organization. That one tip will save you a ton of time when you start building stuff.
All right, Sedge. So I've been building out my shop past couple of years now. I think I'm finally getting there. But whenever I think I'm there, I remember you always changing, always optimizing, always organizing. Why?
You know, you're kind of tall. Okay. I don't want to be long-winded right now, but throughout your shop life, you will always be organizing. Because when you're in the middle of a build, you'll go, oh, I need to place that closer. It's called workflow. Now, we did a video on this wall where I was showing how I organize these drawers. We'll do a little of that today. But around the shop today, I am going to cover some other fine tweaking I've been doing. And what it does is I may spend a couple hours on a Sunday afternoon tweaking something, organizing, maybe with Kaizen or labeling. But guess what? In the long run, it's tenfold of how much time you will save. Okay, first, it's simple. Rare earth magnets. I use them everywhere in the shop. And it's mostly for wrenches or Allen keys that I'm working with a machine. Quick access. They have a place in this machinist chest, but I sometimes, you know, like we're working with a 1400, look, I got my wrench right here.
Yep.
Okay, it's on a quick magnet. I know it's there. You know it's there because I said, get the 1400 wrench.
Right.
Or look, domino. I got magnets. I just get them. I get them from a variety of places. Look, on my Tormac station, I have these hex keys. I already know. And I love magnets so much that even on the Sedgeley, this is a magnet. And I have a 5mm hex key right there. Always quick access.
Oh, so yeah, I just noticed these. Are these magnets too?
Yeah, so what I did is years and years ago, look at these are my tape measure boxes.
That's awesome.
I know where my spare tape measures are, and they're just simple. I just epoxied these rare earth magnets in, and they just snap there. I used to have similar boxes like this next to my table saw, so I'd put tapes or whatever clips in there, or my gauge blocks for setting up the angle of my table saw blade. I love this now because this is my tilt box. We actually did a video on the channel of this, but it's all about using magnets and being effective. These are great too because these are magnetic. They're magnetic in here, okay, but these are a bunch of bits and tips that I use all the time, and I just store them in there. To continue with magnets, these you can get anywhere. Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, even Harbor Freight.
Yep.
And these are worth their weight in gold. If I'm taking something apart or I'm working with hardware and I want to keep everything together, this is a magnetic tray. Okay, but what else is nice, Chris, come over here, is you could just take this and store it right here on the side because the base is also magnetic. And to go along with that, I'm working on something right now where this is all the hardware I have for the window seat. But as I took it apart and I'm going over all the schematics for everything, this was sprawled across the bench. I could lose all of it. Okay, especially if you're working on an MFT in these holes. Now this is nice. This just came out. This is something from TSO. When I'm working with stuff, this is another patch tray. And once again, keeps things falling if I'm assembling something. But what's nice about this is it opens up, folds flat like this, and you can store it in the sustainer.
That's
just
awesome.
like that. So that will keep you organized and you'll lose less parts.
Hey.
So there you go.
All right, Sedge, what's next?
That's your number one question. Okay, I got lucky on this. When we built these SIS cabinets for the SIS AZ drawers, we'll have plans soon. Big D's been working on them. Okay, I said this already. I think I said I got lucky on this. But I was working in here on the weekend once, and I needed a space for my domino to set down. So I just went over to and everybody has this piece of scrap plywood. So after I was using a domino, I put the piece of plywood in there, and it's just another shelf that you have. So you'll notice I have it here, here. I got my calipers in there, but you'll see I have them all over the place. Instead of that plywood hanging out, you have the perfect space in here for a piece of plywood for an additional shelf.
All right, Sedge. Why are you storing this vertically?
Okay, so that's the first thing I built, Big D, when I came into this space 17 years ago. I had vertical storage at my shop in Fort Lauderdale, and I learned this from a guy named Mark Polito years ago. It is a huge time savings, but here's the things I'm going to coach you on. You got to put something, what I call slippery. This is starboard. Just put something slippery in there. It helps you move things in and out really easy. Also, when you do have offcuts, like I know this is a 4x8 piece of cherry, CH, but over here, this is a 4x64. I store all my 4x8 ply in here vertical. It's easy to maneuver, but don't make it 8 foot tall. Make it like 8.5, 9 foot tall. That way there you have easy access to tilt your sheet goods in and out. That's the first thing I built right here. Big D, did you shrink?
I think so.
Okay. So I hate to waste space, but it's also a time saver. I bought these Bora horizontal storage racks. I saw them in my buddy Jason's shop, and I went, that's cool because I could see all my lumber up there. You know, the walnut, the cherry I have up there, the mahogany, everything. And it's a quick access. It's out of the way. And it just takes a couple seconds to grab it down. But man, above the sys wall here, that was wasted space. So that's how I store horizontally in a shop. And those are worth their weight in gold, those Bora racks.
All right, Sedge. What's this?
It is called organized clutter. Okay. So this is where I have a lot of offal that I've been chopping up. What I like to do, and I don't like to throw stuff away. Okay. This is my small pots. It is kind of organized. Down here I have pre-turned pieces. Okay, but these are my small blocks. I can't throw this away, can I? But I want to store it somewhere where it's out of the way. So I have a small parts. I call it my small parts clutter area, but that's a perfect tool handle blank. And when I get back, every once in a while, I'll turn for utility, and I have it right here. I can grab it, or I want to make something like a little handle or knob out of walnut. I have it right there. I also have this. I turn this for friends. I've had this piece here.
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's called Black Palm. I got it in Orlando about 35 years ago.
Wow.
And it used to be a long stick, but I've chopped it up and I've made and I've turned some stuff for friends for it. I love making my own tool handles.
All right, Sedge, what's going on here?
Workflow. And this is why I wanted to do this video. There's so many videos about this bench right now, but they're really short. Like I bored all these out.
Yep.
I had waited so long to 20 millimeter because way back when there wasn't a lot of 20 millimeter accessories that were available for the MFT3, but now there is. And I always wanted them to work on my traditional bench. But I am always tweaking, right? Okay, so yes, we did a video on the tool till here. Okay, I'm always adding to it.
Yep.
All right, and don't fight change because there's stuff that comes out that's new, and you can tweak your workflows toward it. So when you speak about workflow, I had these over here. I had these back over here, chisels. But now I decided to put my new favorite chisels in here so they're quick access because this is where I do a lot of my hand tool work. Now, Chris, follow us over here. I'm going to step down here, and I'm constantly tweaking. I built this set of drawers, I can't remember, eons and eons ago, but I did this. This is called French fitting. All right, because this was a Starrett combination square I bought so many years ago, but my dad gave me the inclometer, the center finder. I have all my measuring, a lot of measuring stuff in here, squares, my sliding bevels. All right, yeah. So this is my quick reach stuff that I really like. Oh my God, this drawer I think I reach into so much. Yeah. And you know what's nice about the Kaizen phone is I had room for my new Delve square, my mini Delve. Okay, but this is this is one of our go-to drawers.
Yes, sir.
And where is it? Right here or right near my table saw. Okay, everything is right where it needs to be. This is basically one of my favorite drawers. I got all my dovetail layout stuff, all my layout gauges, marking gauge, and down in here is another one, my center finders. Everything in there is basically a center finder. So, and you know what's nice about Kaizen phone is I have room to maybe move something over here that I keep reaching for or going back into my other tool chest for. I may make the room in there so it's quick access. It just saves time. This one's going to be a work in progress because these are all my carving tools that I've collected over the years. This is kind of fun. I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. But this was a spoon I started when I was 12 years old for my mother. I never finished it. Isn't that cool? You know why I never finished it?
Why?
That's how I got the scar right there. Oh. So it's about workflow. Get everything into close proximity where you're going to use it. I can't stress that enough.
All right, Sedge, what's this?
That is an old jig. It's for gluing up. I was just cutting with the Capex a crown return.
Okay.
And what a return is, it's a small piece like this, okay, that returns into the wall like this. And I used to be little shelves like this, but that's where it would go up against the wall.
Okay.
You just don't leave it like that. So the problem with this is glue up, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is what I call a gluing jig, and I would take it like this and go like this with my CA glue and glue it up. Okay? Because this I milled at a perfect right angle. Guess what? Throw it away.
Oh boy.
What I'm getting at is declutter, because I have found, and this is why you should always keep an open mind to new things. You know I love these.
Oh yeah.
These are the TSO TDS what? 13s. You know how you can tell? Says it right there. Okay? But guess what you can do? And I love this because you can set it up everywhere because of the accuracy of what? The MFT3. These are 20 millimeter holes are bored at a perfect 90. So I can take it like this, and there's my perfect 90. Just like this. Whoopsie. Get it in there like this. Drop it in. And you can even leave space in there for the points to come in. Just like this. Just like this. And a little CA glue on there. Just like this. Boom, boom, boom. Right? And it's perfect. Little activator on this side, which I love because that just speeds up the process. But I can take that, bring it in just like this, and I have a perfect holding jig just like that. See that? And we'll just wait for a couple seconds for that to activate. Just like that. And you have a perfect crown return. And these just store off to the side because we use these for everything else.
Yeah, we do.
Less clutter.
All right, Sedge, some great tips there. Plenty of things that I can do to tweak now in my shop.
I'm telling you, man, it'll always be tweaking. Hey, everybody listening, and if you've got to this point, leave a comment down below and tell us some of your shop tweaks. I'm always going to shops and finding new ways to organize, and it's all about saving time in the long run.
Yes, sir.
So as we always say,
be positive.
Stay sharp. Wicked sharp.